is one of my signature gift wraps, and these are some of the easy steps to achieve the purse wrap. We're gonna turn the box over and lie it inside our paper. I always like to fold over the edge of my paper to start with, and this kind of gives me a clean working edge. And then I use just a bit of double-sided tape. What I want to do is line up my seam as close to the edge without going over, edge of the paper to the edge of the box. Turn the box up on its edge, on the skinny edge, and then you can go to each end and tuck the paper down, exactly like that. And that helps hold the box in place, keeps it from sliding back and forth within the wrap. And you can tape down one flap, but leave that final flap open. So I've taped one end here, and I'm going around, I'm gonna tape off the other end. As I go, I always cut away any excess, because the less bulk you have,
The more smooth
the smoother it gets, right?
And then you want me to leave this part.
You leave that flap down, yeah, on both ends. So do the
Got it.
same thing on the other end. We're gonna add two fun elements to this now. We're gonna add the strap or the handle to the purse, and we're gonna add a flap. First, we're gonna create the purse strap. Now, I think we've already pre-cut your paper for you, Molly. Let me just cut mine real quick. And then what we're gonna do, Molly, is you're gonna take that paper and you are gonna fold it in on itself. And then I'm gonna use some single-sided tape. We don't want this coming undone later.
Does this look okay?
That looks exactly perfect.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna jazz this strap up just a wee bit. So I pulled off a pretty generous piece of double-sided tape. I'm gonna lay it across the handle, and I'm gonna add this beautiful gold lame. I'm just gonna cut this off here.
Okay.
We're gonna set the strap aside for just a minute, and we're gonna create our flap. To create the flap, you're gonna use your second sheet of purple paper, and you're gonna flip it over, so we're working from the white side. Excellent. You wanna make sure that your flap is gonna be big enough to go all the way across the width of the paper. So I'm gonna trim this to be the same width of my paper. And then I'm just gonna fold this in on itself like you're making a giant paper airplane that you would send sailing across the room. I'm gonna take this down. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of double-sided tape in there. And then I'm gonna use some single-sided tape. Like any construction project, you need a firm foundation, and using the right amount of tape can help you get that foundation. The last thing you want is for this thing starting to unravel or fall apart later. So this becomes the flap of the handbag. And then we're gonna tape it to the top.
I love handbags. This is very me.
And so now what I do is I'm gonna use, again, some double-sided tape. Now, I'm taping this onto the front of the gift. My seam is on the bottom or the back of the gift. My side flaps, my little wings are folding down. And this purse flap is gonna go here. And then it's gonna fold over. And then I just put a little touch, just the tiniest little touch of tape underneath there. And here's another cute little trick. You can just take your fingers and run along this edge, and you can give that a little flair, and that just defines that a little bit more. All right, so now let's add this handle. So I'm gonna add a little double-sided tape to the back of it on each end of the handle and tape it inside that open flap. You got this, see?
I see what you're doing, Alton.
I'm gonna use a little double-sided tape in here. And then I'm gonna anchor it one last time with some single-sided tape. And now you really wanna just kind of massage this paper into shape. And now, I mean, you've got a very cute handbag, but we're gonna add one last touch to it, which is a little adhesive-backed jewels. These are available through any craft store.
I'm obsessed with this bow. This is so cute.
Looks really beautiful. Good job.
We did it!
Yay, there they are, beautiful purse wraps.